Good morning, guys. It is, well, morning time for me because I had bowling league last night, so yeah, it's about 11:15, and because I'm a disabled vet, I have every day off, so this is what I do to keep my mind occupied, these freaking planes, and this one's definitely occupying my mind right now. But just so I can show you guys, all these are plugged into the right spot. The landing gear is plugged in here. This one, these two were already pre-plugged in, but those are also landing gear. I know that they're the landing gear because when I put the landing gear, all the landing gear want to come down. Here's my gear door. Landing gear door plugged into landing gear door. And it's just not working. It's not working. The sequencer's not working or something like that. I actually have the gear door down right now, but hold on, I'll show you. Let me flip this switch real quick. So that's all working. Flip the switch to turn it off. There they go, back up into the hole. But as you can see, the gear doors don't move. I have them open right now because every time I'd go to put the gear down, the front gear would fucking hit the doors and not come down. So I don't know, guys. I'm not sure what to do here. Everything's plugged in correctly. All these up here were pre-plugged in. These top ones were all pre-plugged in, and everything's working. Everything is working except for that and the back rudder. The back left rudder. But I think that what happened was when you put these together, you have to have it upside down to put that in. You feed the wire through. You got to take the EDF out, feed the wires through. And I think what happened was after I was done feeding the wires through, I taped off the light ones because they come unplugged a little easily. So the stabilizer fell out of my hands and it jerked down. And I think what happened was it unplugged the rudder wire. Or loosened it up so that it's not making full contact anymore. So I think that might be the problem with the back servo there. Everything works though. Everything works on the plane except for that. You know, you got your elevator, you got left, you got right. So everything's working as far as this goes. Everything's working there. The rudder, as you can see, only one rudder is working. Engine works. Everything works. Everything's working on it. The gear door isn't coming open, and that back rudder isn't working. But that's it. That's the only thing that's wrong with it, guys. Like I said, I'll show you again. Everything's plugged in correctly. I even tried switching these wires around right here to get it to work right. Not the gear door. I didn't switch the gear door around, but I switched the other gears, like servos around, you know, to like flip-flop, but now they're back in the right spots. But everything's working except for that. So I'm guessing that what you guys are talking about, a sequencer, that this is the sequencer board, and that sequencer board goes to this BC right here or something like that. I don't know. I'm guessing that's what you guys mean by that. But so if something's wrong with the plane or with the sequencer, then it would be this board that needs to be changed out there. So leave a comment, let me know. And when I unplug this board, is that all it is just a board, or is there something underneath it as well? Like when you plug these in, obviously I was thinking that there might be something underneath the board itself. But if it's just a board that runs through your BEC there or whatever, I don't know. You guys are gonna have to explain it to me. This is the most complex plane I've ever had in my entire life. I'm not fully understanding. I mean, I understand how it works. I understand that you're taking all the wire leads and plugging them into a main board, and then that main board sends a signal to this BEC or whatever, and then that goes into your receiver, or your receiver controls. I don't know. I'm having a hard time figuring it out. None of those planes have BECs in them. They just plug right into my radio or my receiver, and good to go. This is a little different. I've never had anything like that before. But if you guys just let me know what you think I should do. I mean, you guys just saw it, the gear doors aren't working and it's plugged in. Landing gear door. Landing gear door right here to landing gear door right there. So it's plugged in correctly. So yeah, I'm gonna unplug this now. But yeah, the swept wings work. Everything else works except for that rudder and that. So I'm not too upset about it. I mean, I am kind of upset about it because the last 2 planes that I've gotten from Motion, one of my landing gear on my V2 F14 decided not to work. One of the back ones, thank God, because the front one I would have had to send back in because I have the upgraded retracts on that. So, and that comes as a whole servo right there, that front retract. But the back ones, you actually just take the old ones off and put the new ones in. So it was one of the back ones, thank God. They sent me a new one, and it's working fine now. But this is my headache right now. I wanted to actually take this out and taxi it around a little bit today, but I guess I'm not going to be able to do that. I mean, I could, but I'm not gonna mess with it until everything's working perfect. And then I still have to adjust the wings. When they come out, they don't come all the way out. They need to come out more. I think I have to adjust these rods. Make them shorter. So I got to screw into each end a little bit to make it shorter. So that way when this pulls over, it's pulling the wing out further. Yes. Okay. So, anyways, yeah, so that's that, guys. But she's a massive, massive plane, guys. And I can tell you right now, it's a heavy bitch. She is super, super, super heavy. 15 pounds or something like that. So yeah, I'm going to get on the phone with Motion. Leave a comment down below if you have any way of troubleshooting this besides, you know, putting in, like I said, you got to put it in a receiver and then put it on a switch, and then you can open the gear door manually with a switch, and then put the gear down manually, and then put the gear up when you're in flight, and then put the gear door up with the other switch. I really don't want to have to go through that. That's why there's a sequencer on this plane, so that way the door opens, the gear come down, and then in vice versa, the gear go up, and then the door sequencer closes the door. So that's what I want. That's the way I want it. That's the way it's supposed to be anyways. That's the more realistic, you know, way of this working. So yeah, just leave a comment if you have one to leave, and I'm gonna call Motion RC and see what they say. I'm gonna get them on the phone right now. I got to do my morning rituals, and then I'm gonna call them. But you guys have a good day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.